Did you know that the same fruits health experts have been telling you to eat for decades could actually be damaging your health after 65? It's a shocking truth that most doctors won't tell you, but certain fruits in your kitchen right now could be silently interfering with your medications, spiking your blood sugar to dangerous levels, and even accelerating inflammation throughout your body. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 specific fruits that seniors should absolutely avoid, and more importantly, what you should be eating instead to stay healthy, energetic, and independent well into your golden years. Let me tell you about Dorothy, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. Like many health-conscious seniors, Dorothy prided herself on eating plenty of fruits every day. She'd start her mornings with grapefruit, snack on dried fruits, and always keep canned fruit in her pantry for convenience. She thought she was doing everything right until she started experiencing unexplained dizziness, dangerous blood pressure spikes, and worsening joint pain. Her doctor ran test after test, looking for serious conditions when the real culprit was sitting in her fruit bowl all along. By the time they identified the problem, Dorothy had already suffered complications that could have been completely avoided. Today, I'll share what Dorothy wished she had known before it was too late. Let's get started with the first dangerous fruit you need to remove from your diet immediately. Number 1, grapefruit, the medication destroyer. Did you know that this common breakfast fruit could be making your prescription medications either dangerously potent or completely ineffective? That's right. The same grapefruit you've been told is healthy could actually be putting your life at risk right now. Medical researchers at the Mayo Clinic have issued urgent warnings about compounds in grapefruit called furanocoumarins that can block a crucial enzyme in your intestines. This enzyme normally helps metabolize over 85 different medications. When it's blocked, your body can't process these drugs properly, leading to dangerous levels building up in your bloodstream or preventing the medication from working at all. Dr. Melissa Thompson, a leading pharmacologist at Johns Hopkins Medical Center, explains, seniors are particularly vulnerable to grapefruit interactions because they typically take more medications and their bodies process drugs more slowly. What might cause minor side effects in younger adults can trigger life-threatening complications in older individuals. Take Victor, a 72-year-old retired accountant from Florida. Victor took blood pressure medication every morning, followed by half a grapefruit, a routine he thought was healthy. What he didn't realize was that the grapefruit was intensifying his medication to dangerous levels. One morning, his blood pressure dropped so dramatically that he fainted in his bathroom, hitting his head and requiring hospitalization. His doctor was baffled until they discovered his daily grapefruit habit. The medication was building up to toxic levels in his system, his doctor explained. Without the grapefruit, his dosage was perfect, but with it, it became essentially an overdose. Here's what you need to do right now. Check your medicine cabinet and call your pharmacist today, not tomorrow, today, to ask specifically about grapefruit interactions with every medication you take. Common medications affected include statins for cholesterol, blood pressure drugs, heart rhythm medications, and certain anti-anxiety prescriptions. Even if you've been eating grapefruit for years without noticing problems, the effects can be cumulative and sudden. Replace grapefruit with safer citrus alternatives like tangerines or oranges, which don't contain the same dangerous compounds. If you absolutely love grapefruit, speak with your doctor about possibly adjusting your medication schedule or dosages to accommodate it, but never make this decision on your own. Your life could literally depend on making this change today. Have you been eating grapefruit regularly? Are you taking any prescription medications? This dangerous combination might be affecting you right now without you even realizing it. Number 2, unripe bananas, the hidden sugar spike. Those slightly green bananas you've been choosing because you heard they're healthier, they could actually be causing dangerous blood sugar fluctuations that you don't even feel until it's too late. Endocrinologists from the American Diabetes Association have recently discovered that unripe bananas affect seniors differently than younger adults. Dr. Robert Wilson, specialist in geriatric endocrinology, explains, unripe bananas contain resistant starch that converts to sugar more rapidly in aging digestive systems. For seniors, especially those with pre-diabetes or diabetes, this can cause dangerous blood glucose spikes followed by crashes that increase fall risk, cognitive confusion, and long-term damage to blood vessels. Most people don't realize this because the conventional wisdom has always been that greener bananas are better for blood sugar. But this advice doesn't account for the physiological changes that happen after 65. Consider Elizabeth, a 70-year-old retired nurse from Wisconsin who carefully chose slightly unripe bananas, believing they were the healthier option. Despite her careful diet in other areas, her pre-diabetic condition steadily worsened, puzzling both her and her doctor. During a specialized glucose monitoring test, they discovered that her morning banana was causing her blood sugar to spike to nearly diabetic levels within 30 minutes. I had no idea, Elizabeth shared. I thought I was making the healthy choice, but I was actually making my condition worse every single day. Here's what you need to do instead. Choose fully ripened bananas with brown spots. As bananas ripen, their resistant starch converts to slower absorbing sugars and develops additional antioxidants that actually protect your cells. Even better, consider switching to berries like blueberries, strawberries, or blackberries, which have a much lower glycemic impact and are packed with compounds that specifically benefit aging brains and cardiovascular systems. If you're currently eating green or barely yellow bananas, make this change today. Your pancreas and your brain will thank you. Are you surprised to learn that something as simple as the ripeness of a banana could be affecting your health so dramatically? This is just one example of how conventional health advice often fails to address the unique needs of seniors. Number 3, dried fruits, the blood pressure elevators. That innocent-looking trail mix or dried fruit snack you keep in your pantry. It could be silently sending your blood pressure soaring without you having any idea of the damage being done. Cardiologists from the American Heart Association have issued warnings that the concentrated sodium and sugar content in dried fruits can significantly elevate blood pressure, creating a particularly dangerous situation for seniors who already struggle with hypertension. Dr. James Morrison, a leading cardiovascular specialist at Cleveland Clinic, explains, many seniors don't realize that the dehydration process concentrates everything in the fruit, including natural sugars and any added preservatives. Just a small handful of dried apricots contains the same sugar as eating 3 to 4 fresh ones, creating an insulin response that directly impacts blood pressure regulation. Even more concerning, many commercial dried fruits contain added sulfites and sodium as preservatives, which further burden the cardiovascular system in ways that are especially harmful after 65. Thomas, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Oregon, learned this lesson the hard way. Believing dried fruit was a healthy snack, he regularly enjoyed mixed dried fruits as his go-to snack. During a routine checkup, his doctor was alarmed to find his blood pressure had risen to dangerous levels despite his medication. Later that same week, Thomas experienced a hypertensive crisis that sent him to the emergency room. The ER doctor asked specifically about my diet, and when I mentioned the dried fruits, he immediately identified them as a likely culprit, Thomas recalled. No one had ever warned me that these healthy snacks could be so dangerous at my age. Here's what you must do instead. Replace dried fruits with fresh berries or small amounts of fresh fruits that haven't been concentrated. If you absolutely must have dried fruit, look for varieties with no added sugar, sulfites, or preservatives, and limit your portion to no more than a tablespoon at a time. Better yet, learn to make your own dried fruits at home where you can control what goes into them. Check your pantry right now. Do you have bags or containers of dried fruits, trail mix with dried fruits, or fruit and nut mixes? Consider this your warning to remove them today and replace them with fresh alternatives. Your heart and blood vessels cannot afford the strain these seemingly innocent snacks are causing. Number 4. Canned fruit cocktail, the inflammation trigger. The convenient canned fruit you keep in your pantry for a quick, healthy snack. It could actually be the hidden source of your joint pain, digestive issues, and chronic inflammation that's making you feel years older than you actually are. Rheumatologists and inflammation specialists from leading medical centers across the country warn that the high fructose corn syrup, artificial colors, and chemical preservatives in canned fruit cocktails significantly increase inflammation markers in older adults. Dr. Jennifer Williams, head of geriatric medicine at Northwestern Memorial Hospital, explains, after 65, the body's ability to process artificial ingredients and high concentrations of certain sugars diminishes dramatically. The compounds in canned fruits create an inflammatory cascade that can exacerbate arthritis, increase intestinal permeability, and even accelerate cognitive decline through chronic inflammation. Most alarming is that these effects build up gradually, so you might not connect your increasing aches and pains with that seemingly innocent cup of canned peaches or fruit cocktail you've been enjoying for years. Consider Beatrice, a 76-year-old grandmother from Illinois, who suffered from increasingly severe arthritis pain in her hands and knees. Despite trying various medications and supplements, nothing seemed to help. During a consultation with a functional medicine specialist, the doctor asked about her regular consumption of canned fruits. Skeptical but desperate for relief, Beatrice eliminated canned fruits from her diet. Within just 3 weeks, the constant throbbing in my joints had diminished significantly, Beatrice shared. After 2 months, I could knit again without pain, something I hadn't been able to do for years. I had no idea that those fruit cups I thought were healthy were actually fueling the fire of inflammation in my body. Here's what you need to do today. Check your pantry and remove all canned fruits, especially those packed in syrup or with added colors. Instead, choose fresh fruits in season or frozen fruits without added sugars. If convenience is important, prepare your own fruit portions in glass containers that you can easily grab from the refrigerator. For emergencies, keep frozen berries on hand that can thaw quickly. Are you currently consuming canned fruits? If so, how quickly can you replace them with fresh or frozen alternatives? Your joints, digestive system, and even your brain will thank you for making this critical change immediately. Number 5. Conventional, non-organic strawberries, the toxic burden. Those bright red strawberries you've been enjoying could actually be loading your aging liver with toxins it can no longer process effectively, potentially causing mysterious symptoms you'd never connect to your fruit bowl. The Environmental Working Group and toxicologists from major universities have identified conventional strawberries as containing the highest pesticide residue of any fruit, often with traces of up to 40 different pesticides, many of which are known neurotoxins and hormone disruptors. Dr. Alan Robertson, a toxicologist specializing in aging and environmental medicine, warns, what's merely concerning for younger adults becomes genuinely dangerous for seniors. After 65, the liver's detoxification pathways become significantly less efficient, allowing these chemicals to accumulate in tissues where they can trigger a host of seemingly unrelated health problems, from sleep disturbances to cognitive issues to unexplained fatigue. Many seniors are completely unaware of this silent danger lurking in what they believe is one of the healthiest foods they can eat. Harold, a 69-year-old retired engineer from California, began experiencing troubling neurological symptoms, including tremors, brain fog, and unusual fatigue. After multiple specialists could find no clear cause, an environmental medicine doctor suggested he switch to an all-organic diet as a test. Within weeks, his symptoms began to improve. The only major change was eliminating conventional strawberries and switching to organic, Harold explained. I was eating them nearly every day, thinking I was doing something good for my health. My neurologist now believes the accumulated pesticide residue was affecting my nervous system in ways that became apparent only as my body's detox capacity diminished with age. Here's what you need to do right now. Always choose organic strawberries. This is not optional after 65. If organic strawberries aren't available or are too expensive, switch to organic blueberries, which naturally require fewer pesticides to grow and offer even more brain-protective compounds. Frozen organic berries are often more affordable and just as nutritious. If cost is a concern, follow the Environmental Working Group's Clean 15 list for fruits that are safer to consume in conventional form and strictly avoid their dirty dozen, where strawberries consistently rank as #1 most contaminated. Have you been eating conventional strawberries regularly? Are you experiencing any unexplained symptoms that doctors haven't been able to diagnose? Consider this your wake-up call to make this crucial change today, not tomorrow. Your brain, nervous system, and overall vitality depend on reducing this toxic burden immediately. Now you know the 5 dangerous fruits you must avoid after 65. Grapefruit that can make your medications deadly, unripe bananas that spike your blood sugar, dried fruits that elevate your blood pressure, canned fruits that trigger inflammation, and conventional strawberries that burden your aging detoxification systems. By eliminating these from your diet and replacing them with safer alternatives, you can immediately improve your medication effectiveness, stabilize your blood sugar, lower inflammation, reduce your toxic burden, and potentially add years of healthy, independent living to your life. These simple changes can help you feel better within days, with significant health improvements appearing within weeks, but only if you act now. If you found this information valuable, please hit the like button right now and leave a comment telling us which of these dangerous fruits surprised you the most. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos on critical health information specifically for seniors. Share this video with someone you care about, your spouse, friends, or family members who are over 65. This information could literally save their lives.